Let's bring in senior meteorologist Kristi Gordon with a look at what this weekend will bring. Kristi?
Well, I would recommend front-end loading that sort of parade because it is going to be drier earlier in the day versus later in the day. Too bad it wasn't next weekend. Here's a look at what we're trending towards still. Temperatures ranging from low to mid-20s potentially for areas away from the water and in the interior. So we're still highlighting this, and it's days away, so don't get too caught up in the actual details of the numbers, but nonetheless, warmth and sunshine definitely on the way. In the meantime, though, look at this. So we've got this system here. We've got another sort of pulse here and another one in behind it. Will be one thing after another. So here's the trend. Tomorrow morning across the south coast, it will be mainly cloudy, but it's only about a 40% chance of showers. The bulk of the moisture up and through the north coast, central coast region. Mostly dry also in through the southern interior, but a wave will push in later in the day. So for Metro Vancouver, including Surrey, it will be late afternoon, evening hours that will see that more consistent, heavier rain develop, and then that will move on. And Sunday morning will look a little bit similar in that majority of the area will start to see less precipitation versus the afternoon. So that's the pattern for this weekend. Here's your weekend or your Saturday forecast, everyone. In terms of temperatures, look at this. Kamloops reaching 19 degrees tomorrow with a mix of sun and cloud, 15 in through Souyuz. For our region, staying cool though, but we are still looking forward to those temperatures next week. A high of only 10 degrees tomorrow is below seasonal, and we will finally climb to near seasonal values as we head into even the early parts of next week. This weekend though, definitely cool and wet. So back to you.
All right, thanks, Kristi. Bring in meteorologist Kristi Gordon now with a look at our weather forecast and crossing our fingers that the weather will be okay for the Vaisakhi Day Parade tomorrow, Kristi.
Yeah, there was a little bit of pressure on for that one. Yeah, unfortunately, it isn't looking super great. It isn't looking like a soaker necessarily, but in terms of real sunshine, that's the tough one this weekend. It would be better if it was next weekend because we've been advertising. It does look like this ridge of high pressure is going to allow the temperatures to soar. So we're expecting 20 to mid-20s, low 20s to mid-20s across the lower mainland away from the water, that real warmth. And it's all because of the jet stream that's going to drive well north of our province, really pulling in that milder air, as well as blocking any systems from making their way onshore. For those of you in the southern interior, this is what it would look like. Now, in the meantime, we have several sort of pulses of rainfall that we have to contend with. One starting to push in. We've got another one sort of in behind and another one in behind that. So let me break down your weekend. For starters, for the south coast in the morning hours, and this could be a good news for the Vaisakhi Day Parade, we are looking at mostly dry conditions. Now, we still have a 40% chance of showers. Don't leave home without your rain jacket, but overall conditions are looking drier earlier in the day. It's towards the late afternoon hours that we'll start to see the heavier rain shift into the south coast area or to the Metro Vancouver area. Vancouver Island, you'll see it a little bit earlier. And the rain will be on and off into Sunday also, but again, later in the day Sunday, that's when we'll see the more significant rain. So there's your forecast for your Saturday. Bulk of the rainfall from the north coast through the central coast. Gorgeous conditions in through the central interior, southern interior as well. Look at Kamloops at 19 degrees. For our region, we're talking about below seasonal values once again, a high of only 10 degrees. Again, morning, cloud, and just a 40% chance of showers. Late afternoon for Metro Vancouver, that's when the more consistent rain will push in. It will be on and off on Sunday, and we're trending towards sunshine as we head into next week. Here's tonight's Central Windows weather window coming to you from Summerland. This is from Maureen, and this is a perfect image, in my opinion, to say happy Friday. We're into the weekend. Okay, so back to you.
Go for a ride. All right, thanks, Kristi. Well,